Okay, what's up, everybody? It's Rob. I'm back out on my morning walk. I tried to get out here a little later, wait for some wait, wait for some sunlight. And wouldn't you know it, it's definitely foggy today. I don't live that far from the beach, and so foggy days are normal. And we caught one today. I don't know if you can see it, but it's definitely foggy out. But today, I'm on the beginning part of the walk, walking uphill. So there's a lot of street light. You'll see me. Then you might see me get a little bit dark in between the lights. But I think we'll be able to do this. All right. So I thought about a lot about yesterday and my first post on this walk. And I really was just taking my own advice and telling myself just to do it. Doesn't matter if it's perfect. Doesn't matter how many people watch it. Doesn't matter. You don't have to compare yourself to people that you see online. We all have our favorite YouTube creators, Facebook creators, TikTok creators that we like. And a lot of times their presentation is so polished and we feel inferior because we want to do the same thing. And so we feel like, at least me, I know oftentimes I feel like if my creative output is not on the same level, then it's almost not worth doing. But as I was saying yesterday, that's not the point, especially for us small businesses. I wouldn't even call us small business. We are. We startup entrepreneurs. We have an idea. We're trying to bring it to fruition, to completion. And so nothing's going to be perfect. Even when you, let's say you create a business and it's awesome and everybody loves your products, it's still not going to be. Even if you had all the money to put into all the marketing that you want to do, there's still going to be times where you're not going to be able to get it just right, just perfect. So yesterday definitely wasn't perfect. I watched it back. Thank you to everyone who watched it, but it definitely wasn't perfect. So hopefully today we're going to get better, and then we'll see what happens into the future. For me, especially if you're shooting, like I said, just documenting the process. This is me on my walk and all my thoughts about life and business. So much can be done in post-processing. Some of you might be thinking, what's post-processing? Post-processing or editing is after you shot the video, obviously. You cut in, cut out. You can add images, take images out, change the audio, background visuals. There's so much you can do with your video that the important part is to get the footage. It's to get the video. It's to do what we're doing today. And that's to get out there and shoot the video. Now, let me slow down. I've been doing this about five minutes here. And what I wanted to do is I wanted to stop and say a prayer as I start. Okay? But you guys got me talking about entrepreneurship and business. And it's awesome because I like talking about these things. Okay? My ears do perk up when I hear someone say, "Oh, well, I got a business idea." I'm like, what? What? What is it? How can we? How can we get it started? Okay, so pray with me. Dear God, we thank you for this opportunity. Live another day, dear Lord. Go on this walk. We pray you keep us safe. Keep me safe. And all those that are watching and listening, dear Lord, help me to say something that they need to hear, dear Lord. Pray a special blessing for them as we go on this walk. In Jesus' name I pray. Hey. All right. Okay, it is crazy foggy. I hope you can see me. I know I'm going in and out as I get under these lights. Okay, so like I said, that's going to be perfect. I love talking about entrepreneurship. With that being said, I'm going to offer whatever expertise I have to those of you who want to have, you want to start a small business. You already got a small business. You're an entrepreneur. You have an idea. I'm going to offer my expertise, okay? You can schedule something with me. I've taken class after class online. So, I've paid for those entrepreneurship courses in marketing, sales, social media, content. What else have I done? Oh, and that's what I wanted to talk today about is about your website and your funnel. Okay, so I'll get into that. What's the difference between a website and a funnel? What are they used for? Okay, so I'm gonna talk a little bit about that today. You may not know what a funnel is, or you know what a funnel is, you just haven't been able to figure it out. And also, I'm gonna teach you the best ways to get your website and funnel up in the most affordable manner possible. So stick with me. I'll talk to you a little bit about that. But yes, if I say something that you want to learn more about, go ahead and schedule something with me. I guess I got to sit down and create that calendar link because, yes, I will help you. You can schedule something with me and I will help you, okay? I will do my best to help you, but I have a lot of experience, took a lot of classes, and so you can benefit from all those classes I paid for to help with your own business. Okay. All right. I also wanted to take a moment before I get into websites and funnels. Okay. I can't even show you. Remember I showed you a picture of the beautiful city? You can see the city lights and everything. I'm going to show you again. Show you what it looks like on a foggy day. Okay, hold on. There's the city. Doesn't it look beautiful? Those are the lights from the park right here, so that's very close. But out here is all those city lights that I showed you last time. So you can see it's crazy foggy right now. Visibility is low. Okay. Hold on. So that's what this looks like. And since we're walking uphill, it's actually getting worse. Okay. So let me think. What I noticed too while I'm walking is I always thought these walks were pretty easy for me. I put my 40-pound pack on, the 40-pound vest. How's it going? Put my 40-pound pack on and I just walk up the hill, it's about a mile and a half. But even as I talk to you, maybe because I'm talking, I feel myself breathing hard. I'm like, you're fat. Nah, shit. I know people are like, you're not fat. No, I'm not fat. But I want to be better, okay? So, that's what I want. That's what I say. Okay, So I keep thinking about wanting to give some form, function, and structure to these talks that I have while I'm walking. And so I definitely wanted to pray. And then I wanted to kind of talk about any like special topics, current events, especially if they relate to business entrepreneurship. And sometimes there's a moral lesson in there for us to learn as well. All right. So I am about really like 75% of the way up the hill. And like I said, since I'm talking to you guys, I notice how hard I'm breathing. Okay. So thought about it. I said, I want to share some current events, and I don't even know what to get into because I was really thinking like, you know, should I talk about something like that's kind of, I don't know what you're going to call it, gossipy or something like that. Like what's going on with Sean Combs, Puff Daddy, P. Diddy, and all of his names. I was like, I think there's some lessons there in life and in business. I might be a little late with that one, though. You never know. Well, maybe you guys care what I think, but I'll go a little bit different direction. Okay, so I read a story that how many of you shop at the Gap? My wife is a big Gap fan especially for my daughters. And if not the Gap, then their family of businesses like Athleta, Banana Republic, and is that the three? Yeah, there might be another one, but we definitely go to Banana Republic. And my daughters love Athleta. They they love it. And so the Gap, they have been doing collaborations with different designers. And so it's probably their effort to really appeal to, I don't know if they're trying to appeal to higher price paying clientele, or are they trying to give that more designer luxury experience to their current clients? Probably a little bit of both. But so you see, if you go into Gap, you see some different designs by some, pretty well named designers, and you can see they're making a push for that designer look. And so because they're doing that, they're coming out with a lot of different type of clothes. So on a certain design and a certain set of clothes, they have decided this is more of an athletic type of clothes that they have put out. It's not at Athleta. This is particularly at Gap. They do have something called Gap Active, I think. And there, they created a set of shirts with the word coach across the chest. Okay. As you can imagine, the luxury brand Coach, that did not sit well with them. Okay. So you can probably go to your internet and you can search up the pictures. You can see the Coach shirt from Gap, and you can make your own judgment. Are they infringing upon the Coach brand? Are they blurring the lines? But you can recognize how important it is for a brand, for a company to be in control of their trademarks and insignias. It's important. They want their brand, their trademarks, their logos to be associated with their certain clientele, with certain, certain groups of people. I I gotta be real, especially with these luxury brands. Honestly, they really don't even want you to have it. And Coach is not highest of end of luxury brand, but bought a couple luxury pieces myself. Then I hear the stories like these brands really don't want the common folk to have their clothing, their purses, and that sort of thing. They want to keep the idea of exclusivity. So that helps to drive the perception of value, of luxury, right? It makes it a little more scarce, which allows them to charge more money. So that's why I think I seen in a recent story where the Chanel brand has, I guess those purses have doubled in cost over the past few years, and the quality has actually gone down. They used to use like real gold in their buckles and things like that, but nowadays like gold plated, some gold colored metal is what they use now. And so, and it's not handmade. I think it was supposed to be like handmade, hand stitched. But now they got the machines out. Automation has taken hold of Chanel as they try to lower their costs, but they have actually increased their prices. And so just thinking about the Coach and the Gap, you understand why it's important that businesses like that control their brands, control their logos, because they want to keep the sense of exclusivity. They don't want, it's sad to say, they don't want people walking in and around and through the Gap looking like they have on Coach products. So let me know what you think. I think the lesson for us is we definitely want to control our brands. We want to control our messaging and who we message to. For entrepreneurs, even the smallest ones. Those things are important because those things are how you make money. So I know we look at businesses like Coach and those luxury brands. The reason why they do it is for exclusivity and to charge more prices. And we think that's messed up. When you think like, wouldn't a business want to sell to as many people as possible? The answer to that is yes and no. It's not to sell to as many people as possible, but it is to make as much profit as possible. And so sometimes the way businesses do that, and you might, as an entrepreneur, you might have to take this strategy as well. Sometimes you make more money by charging more money to one person than charging less money to several. Okay, write that down. That is a lesson, because some of you, especially in the service business, if you're offering a service to someone, you may come to the point, let's say you have a bunch of clients paying, you make $100 off of every client. Well, 5 clients, that's $500. Well, but it's only you, and you are being stretched thin by those 5 clients. Well, you can raise your prices and start making $200 per client. And now, if you service only 3 clients, because obviously some people are going to drop off because they don't want to pay that extra money. But if you service only 3 clients, now you're making $600 and you're only servicing 3 clients instead of 5. See what I'm saying? Now you got your time back, you're not stressed out, and you're actually making more money. So this is what a lot of businesses go through, having to decide, what they're going to do with their time and attention and effort. You only have so much of that, and you want to make the most money possible with that. So it's not always greed. Sometimes it just makes sense to charge a little more so that way the level of effort and the level of labor that you need is well within either your reach or your company's reach, right? You only have so many people. You can only hire so many people. And so if you get to that point, it's a good problem to have. If you get to that point where your team is stretched out, or you, because we entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, and sometimes it's only us, and when you're stretched out, then that's a sign that you should start charging more for your service. All right, let's shift gears. I said you can see it's getting more daylight. I don't know if you can still see the fog, but I can definitely see myself a little bit better in the camera. Okay, so I'm on my way back. Let's talk about websites and funnels. Okay, so I think the typical way entrepreneurs and entrepreneurs in the past, in the advent of the website, some of us are old enough to remember when there was no websites, and now there are websites. That was the first point of contact that people would do with the digital world. That was it. Oh, I need to get a website. And so you remember the .com boom. So many companies. If you just had a website, people would invest in your company. And so a lot of those businesses made a lot of money. And a lot of those businesses went bankrupt simply because they were not businesses at all. Just had a catchy .com name and a few people trying to make it happen. But a lot of those businesses went under. Today, it's not enough to just have a website because everybody can have a website. It's very easy to get it. It was kind of exclusive before. Now it's very easy to get a website, and a lot of times people may or may not go to your website. The question is always how you're going to get traffic to your website. Website doesn't mean anything if nobody goes there. But typically what we mean when we say a website is where people go to get the general information about your company, who you are, what you do, how can they contact you, cell phone number up there, email address, a way to contact you. And that's generally what a website has on there. Now, if you are selling products, obviously you want your products on your website. So you're selling t-shirts, you're selling sweaters, you want the t-shirts and sweaters on the website. If you're selling a service, sometimes it can be easy enough to sign up on your website with the service, but it really depends on the price point. Like if you have a lower ticket, or what I call lower ticket is probably like, some people say $1,000 or less. But I would really say $500 or less, maybe $750 or less. It varies. But the point is, how much is somebody willing to spend on a website for a service without actually talking to someone? Okay. So might be some people out there who will spend $1,000 without talking to someone. They read your information, read what's on the website, and they say, okay, yeah, I'm ready to sign up. Let me go ahead and make a purchase. Probably $1,000. Anything more than that, they're going to want to talk to somebody on the phone. And then you might have to take sales calls and, go through the whole sales process. But generally, that's what is on your website. Now, a funnel is a website, but the funnel has a particular objective. And that can either be to make a sale, which I think in the end is always the objective of what we do as entrepreneurs, or to get contact information from your potential clients, which we call leads. Okay. So on the funnel, and the funnel will also kind of walk the leads or the clients or the customers through the whole sales or connection process. Okay. So the funnel is a website, but it has a particular objective. So let's just say you're in a service-based business. It's a little bit high ticket, $1,500, $2,000 for your service. Very hard for people to spend that money without talking to somebody. So what you want to do is get their contact information. So let's say you run an ad or you shoot some social media content and you have a link that people click. That link goes to your funnel. And what's on that funnel is everybody has a different methodology and strategy for getting people to go through the process. But the whole point is you want to get the contact information so that you can follow up with them. So you want some brief, very simple information about your service. Little squirrel on the wall. Some brief, very simple information about your business, your service, and then you want a form right there, that's going to ask for name, email address. Name and email address is the easiest to get if you want a lot of leads. If you want more quality leads, you want to do name, email address, and phone number because you want to call them, you want to send them a text. If you want even more quality leads, you can do name, email, phone number, and you can ask a qualifying question. Like if it costs $2,000 for your service, you can say something like, hey, on the form, on one of the lines, you can ask the question, you can say something like, this service may cost on average $2,000. Are you willing to pay $2,000 for such and such an outcome? Yes or no? All right. They fill out yes. That lets you know, because you're going to get that form in your CRM. I should shoot another video about the CRM. You're going to get that form in your CRM with all the contact information and the survey question. So now you know which people are the best to follow up with. Obviously, the ones who left their name, email address, and phone number and answer your qualifying questions to say, do you want this? Are you willing to pay $2,000 if it fits? And you could even go one more step and set the objective for your funnel to actually have them schedule the call with you so you don't have to follow up. Ask those qualifying questions, and then when they hit submit, the next thing that pops up is a link. Car just went by. Is a link for them to schedule a meeting with you. Okay, so that is your funnel. You want to focus people's eyesight and attention specifically on what you want them to do. Because sometimes when you go to a website, there's all sorts of things, contact information, you got products, you got video going by, slideshow. It can be crazy, and we love to look at it. Cars going by. We love to look at it, but really doesn't do anything for your website visitor because it forces their attention all over the place. And so you want your funnel to be simple. You want it to speak directly to your product. You want it to be clear where you want them to click. You want it to be clear how they can buy from you, or you want it to be clear and simple how they can schedule a meeting with you. And so that is what a funnel is. Now, you can use a funnel for any business, even if you're selling products, right? Sometimes you might have a full line, or you're trying to develop a clothing brand. Sometimes you could just have one product. You don't have to design set of products like a sweater and a t-shirt and sweats and socks and whatever else you have an idea about. The funnel allows you to focus and it allows you to test product. Okay. So just do your best to create one sweater, do your best to create one t-shirt, your best to create one product, and put all your effort and design into it. And then you got to put it out there. Again, we talked about marketing, put it out there for free on social media, and then put it out there with paid ads on places like Facebook and Google. And with Google, you can advertise obviously on the search page and advertise on YouTube and any of Google's assets. They will let you advertise. So Google is a little more widespread than somewhere like Facebook. Facebook's going to be just Instagram and Facebook for the most part. They do have some side websites that they will post your ad on. But that's it. That's what you can use your funnel for. Just one product, put it out there. You start running ads. You see if people buy it. People don't buy it. No harm, no foul. Didn't cost you very much to design it, and it didn't cost you very much to advertise it. And you can scrap that design or redo it or modify it and then come back. You know, specifically, I keep thinking about clothing brand. Doesn't matter what the product is. These are some of the steps you want to take before you invest a bunch of money. Don't buy 500 units. Don't buy 500 units and you can't sell 5. Because for your business, there's numbers that you have to keep up, right? Let's say you sell 1. How much did it cost to sell 1 t-shirt, right? I mean, you need to like add it all up. How much did it cost to design it? How much did it cost to get it produced, whether that's printed or embroidered or embossed, whatever that technique is? How much did that cost? How much did the ads cost? And after you factor in all of the costs, I mean, every single little cost, and then you actually sell a t-shirt, a sweater, whatever it is, your product, lipstick, jewelry, whatever it is, and you actually sell it, you ask yourself, did I make profit? Did I make money? Well, now you know what it costs to make a sale. You know, let's say you add everything up, it's like $30, and you sell the t-shirt for $35, sell the sweater for $35, you made $5. All right. You know what? We got a system here. Now we know what it costs to make a sale, and we know what it costs. We know what we're going to get when we make a sale, and that allows us to calculate our profit. Now we got a system. Your system tells you every time you put in $30, you get $35 back. That's $5 in profit. So you can keep pumping that system, or you can look for ways to make the system more efficient. And one of the ways you do that is, you know, now you can probably buy in bulk, right? Now, okay, I want to buy, instead of printing 1 t-shirt at a time or printing 1 sweater at a time, hey, if I buy 100, if I buy 500, I can lower my cost per cost of goods, lower my cost of goods. And so then that's going to raise my profits. And that's sort of how you do it. I mean, it's always simple when we're talking about it, but that is how you do it. So use your funnel to try things out, right? You can also keep numbers on your funnel. How many times do people click on my link? How many times do people actually submit their information? And so with that, you can make your funnel more efficient. You get more leads and you can make more sales. You really want to keep your numbers for your business, because business is a numbers game. So you need to know exactly how much it costs to make a sale, because if your revenue from the sale is more than your cost, then you might have a business because you understand the system and you understand what it takes. And so a funnel can help you do that. When you get your funnel, there's going to be so many tools in the background that keep all those numbers for you. They're going to tell you how many times someone clicked on your funnel. They're going to tell you how many times someone actually entered their information or how many times someone actually made a purchase. And now you keep all these percentages and you can slightly change things to better your return, to be more efficient and obviously more money. Okay, I'm coming to the end of my walk. And so I told you I was going to tell you thank you if you stuck around here for this time. I told you I was going to tell you some of the easiest ways and most affordable ways to get your funnel and get your website up. The first one is a website called ConvertKit. That's ConvertKit. Okay. You go, I think it's convertkit.com. You go to ConvertKit, sign up for an account, and I believe their lowest account is free, and that's going to allow you to use their templates to create a funnel. And you can sell products and you can definitely get leads and email addresses. Okay. So ConvertKit is a free way that you can start playing around with a funnel and playing around with getting leads and selling products. And then obviously they have a paid version, which is going to expand the options and allow you more access to the tools. Okay. Then when you're ready to pay a little bit more money, you can go to the next level. I think the best way is with Go High Level. Now, Go High Level is going to be really your one-stop shop for everything that you need for your online business. It is going to be your funnel, your website, your email follow-ups. You can send text messages. You can make phone calls. You can do all of that inside of Go High Level. And I believe it's like $97 a month. But if you're watching this and you want Go High Level, go ahead and send me a DM, send me a message, and I can help you get set up with Go High Level for a one-time fee. That's right. You just pay for a one-time fee, and then you can use Go High Level for forever. Okay. So if you want to get something like that, again, you can start out with ConvertKit, but if you want something like Go High Level, I can help you get that for a one-time fee. And then you can use a powerful tool like Go High Level. And if you need help, once you get Go High Level and you need help, go ahead. I'm going to start adding my consultation link there. You can just schedule a meeting with me. I'll help you out, show you how to use it. All right, that's it. We will talk next time.